We can say my name is Shantanu and I work for Ressett as a finance manager. We are located in Elland and we do this kind of business. This is our major stakeholder. This is the business model as
Okay.
a first one.
My name is Santan and I am working for Reset Company as a finance manager. We are situated in Lamland and we deal with Lamland US dollar currencies. Our main business is resale. We do buying and selling we buy used goods, used and personal computers, rated products, and we sell to individuals, corporates, and public sector companies. Our main business forte is buy in bulk and resell at prices which are significantly cheaper than the prices charged by conventional retailers and computers, brand new computers. Our demand is driven by replacement cycles, corporate bulk refreshes, price-sensitive consumers, product lines include new as new grade AB furnished and consumables. This is our main business. Thank you.
What about the stakeholders? Little bit more stakeholder
Yeah,
in it and give one or I mean few real world computers.
yeah. Our stakeholders are internal and external stakeholders. Stakeholders are shareholders, investors, board of directors, CEO, executive managements, finance and accounting teams, operation and supply chain departments, procurement team, IT and cybersecurity team, employees, risk and compliance department, sustainability, and external are customers, uh, which we expect to give them high quality service products. That is our stakeholders. And what else have to talk? Uh,
The real world computers or
yeah, our
industry.
real world competitors are our main competitor is FixUp. They are our major competitors. And in Lamland, we are only two which are competing against each other. So rest are all small timers, but our main competitor is FixUp. And we are into them head to head. We are almost into the same bracket with them. So we have our market share, they have the market share, and that is how we are doing our business for the last 40 years or so.
Right. Great. I hope everyone has a similar understanding because this is primary. Sometimes students go in the exam and they make mistakes of their own pre-sheet. All right. Now we are left with F2. We are left with the mocks. So we have mocks also ready. But before that, I want to see how you have progressed with our Excel sheet because that's the only thing that will help you in the exam. That's what you'll remember. All of this discussion maybe student can forget. So I want each one of you to share the screen one by one and just take me through what all analysis you have done. We'll see what improvement can be done on that and what points can be added. Santhan, I believe you have to start in this also, please.
Yeah, you want me to share the screen?
Yes. Because I think if we share the screen and discuss, that's even better, like we did the mock last session. It will be more interactive.
Because I have not completed the sheet, but I've done certain things basically. Yeah.
Yes. It's okay.
So
You guys can take another week. By next weekend, it should be 100% complete. But for now, whatever you have done, let's discuss that. And
okay,
I hope it is giving you the confidence
yeah.
because most of that thing I can give directly on the analysis. But if you do yourself, you'll get another level confidence.
Hmm. So in this, how do I share my screen?
You have that arrow up sign
Ah, yes.
next to the camera logo.
Then Screen share. You can see my screen.
Yes, click on show my screen anyway. Yes, got it.
Got it?
Yes,
So you can see the summary sheet.
yes.
Okay. So this is the summary sheet which I had done, giving an analysis of that. So saying
Just
that
one second. I hope everyone is following that. You have to make different tabs. So this is like an analysis we are doing, and why we are doing that. So all the things should be at one place. For example, your summary, your financials. So technically, we can say E2, P2, F2, the industry, the risk, the stakeholders, and this is not generalized. Everything is applied to reset. And trust me, if you
Mhm.
do this, your understanding for the business and the expected question, what they can ask, and how to answer that, everything will be so easy. Because usually the students struggle is in application. But what we are doing this exercise is completely application. We are not writing anything theory. We are not writing in uh, theoretical point what they have given in the text. Everything is applied to the scenario.
So this
Okay.
is the summary sheet. Then this is the second is the financials. I just typed the financials what were there in the pre-scene. So this is the financial sheet.
Yeah. So in financials, we have to add the key ratios.
Okay.
I have given the financial analysis, right? We discussed last weekend.
Yes.
That also we need to add.
Okay. So
I mean,
here I
from
need
where
to
we
add
can
on the
take.
ratios.
Yes, key ratios, and also add the theory part of it. For example, what does that ratio means? For example, remember dividend we discussed.
Yes.
We are giving most of our profit as a dividend.
Yeah.
So we are not holding enough for us. So investment can be a problem.
Mhm. So that from the discussion of the financial analysis, we need to put the points here.
Yes. What is the analysis? Because they won't ask you to calculate. They'll ask you
Correct.
what are the points in how it will affect our decisions.
Okay. Okay. So this I need to work this. I've not done this. So I have to do that.
Yes.
Okay. Then the
And if you
third
ask
sheet
a question
was
about investment, so we should have this ready.
mm, investments also, right? Okay. Okay. And then there was this sheet of the industry analysis. So few pointers I have put here basically. I need to work on this more, I think so.
Yeah. So what do you have put market structure? So can you explain what is this market structure, value chain activities? I mean, no need to read, just in one, two sentence.
Yeah, it's like what is our market structure, because there are only two resellers basically, and they are the major reset and fix up, and that creates uh, for new entrants, it is difficult for any other guys to enter the market, because we are both are buying on bulk and selling to the online marketplaces and retailers. So we have a lot of space, and we have a sort of a duopoly, we can say, because of we two are there in the market, not only one. It's not a monopoly. And secondly, the market is mature. So PCCs are, I mean, as we have seen the analysis in the pre-scene, that they are not really drastically increasing, but there's a stable, mature market. Growth is modest, and it's still stable market basically for us. So there is nothing to do much. And the customer, we have a customer mix. So that's why we say the market structure. Customer mix is like we have individuals, we have corporates, we have public sectors. So, and then we have our grading system of which product suits the people's, like, so that is how we have the grading A, B, and the stock is divided on all that. The value chain is about the second point we discussed about in this is the value chain and key activities. Like now again, buyers, we have to do the sourcing is our main key for our goods. Now since we buy from the from the buyers, we buy only in bulk. So basically, that is the it's written in the pre-scene that we buy more than 50 units, less or equal to 50 units. That is how we buy. So we have the buying capacity. In an inventory, when it comes, there's the inspection team is there, data wipes is there. We refurbish the entire thing, and that's how we put it into the ecosystem so that the quality checks are done, gradings are done, trust factor is built. That is our main key activities. Sales fulfillment is all is done through online. We don't have any physical presence of stores, so we have a distribution center, no retail stores, and we use third-party courier companies to do the deliveries. And everything is all the pictures, details are already there onto the system. After sales support, 3 months of technical support is given, and there is an opportunity for us to think about warranties, extended service if required. That is our value chain and key activities. About competitive position again, reset. We are the market leaders. Our closest rival is Fix Up. Revenue, if you look at it, we are at 203 million. They are at 187 million. So we are a little bit better than them. And marginally, we are larger and more profitable. That's our competitive advantage because of our sourcing networks, inventory grading, quality, and fulfillment, etc. Key drivers and affecting us, yes, replacement cycles and software requirements. Now we need to make sure that we have the newest software upgrades. That is how we can sell our products more. Then e-waste is again a large thing to be focused on. Large global e-waste growth has happened. News articles are coming that we need to take care of the e-waste. So we are having a compliance team, marketing opportunity for refurbish, and then putting into this. So in the reset is taking different tracks of making sure that the e-waste is controlled. Data security concerns are big thing is the data deletion. If the incomplete data deletion happens, then there are fraud cases reported in the news. Also, it has come through. So this creates a liability and a reputational risk, which we have to take care by having certified data wiping services.
Yes. This may be,
Online
an
marketplace.
important exam question also.
Yes. So that is where we need to focus upon. Online marketplace and consumer marketplace allows customer to customer use sales. Resellers must compete on grading, transparency, warranty, and support to customers. Risks. Some of the risk and industry level is the supply volatility. Now, if manufacturers reduce supplies or corporate refresh timing changes, then we will not have stocks. So because resellers depend on bulk bulk lots. Quality and grading risk, incorrect grading or missed defects. If we have not taken care of proper grading or we have missing in the defects to find out, that may affect our reputation, our damage, reputational damage will happen, and that's a big risk for our business because our name is a strong point for us. So we need to focus on strong QC processes. Again, data breach and legal exposure, if again improper data wiping can cause harm and legal regulatory backlash can happen, especially when the case which is come in the article about the theft from a donated PC. Regulatory pressures are on the e-waste, so we need to have how we can economically do the recycling disposal, which is in the regulatory cycle. Competition from direct OEM, yes, manufacturers selling refurbished direct could encroach margins if they come back very strongly to us. That's some of the risk which we are looking at. Opportunities, difference after sales services like warranties, which we discussed about. We have extended warranties we could give. SLAs could be done after the subscription ends. That's how we could, that is our big area for growth. Certified data wiping, again, when we do give guarantee that the data has been certified, has been destructed by issuing certificates, this creates a lot of confidence with the customers, and we can tie up with certified people to do these third party certificates can be issued, which will help us to, and that's a growth market for us. Again, e-waste processing, this is again vertical department here. What we have to see is that how we can be a sustainability champion in reducing the CO2 and all the e-waste metrics. Target public sectors and charities for repeated bulk supply and managed by schemes. Now our bulk, if we have public sectors and charities focused for goods, that's a big opportunity for us because that's where we get our bulk sales. That is where we need to focus upon. And we can also do product bundling and consumables. That's an opportunity selling inks, cables, accessories. That's how we can increase our margins. And with the website showing all the details, impulsive purchases can happen via the website. Now, 7 point is up the implications for research, strategic positions, priorities. Now we need to protect and expand sourcing network. So our IT department has to be very strong to make sure that everything is covered. The
Right.
lot size which we
I mean, it's
drive.
fine. We don't need to go through all of that. And what are the
Yeah,
major competitors?
competitors. Our competitor is this, right? FixUp is our main competitor, right?
What are the real world competitors?
Which one?
Real world competitors.
Real world competitors is a new entrance who can try to enter smaller resellers, smaller OEM manufacturers. OEM manufacturers can also directly compete. That can be our competitor also in the near future, if because they will be able to dilute our margins. They can be our competitors basically.
Right. So
Then
what another thing just for
yeah,
everyone as a market development we were discussing about we can go into other electronics. So yesterday, not yesterday, I would say on 15th, what happened with LG in India? I posted that on LinkedIn also. How their IPO became so successful and it was oversubscribed, right? More than I think they reach how much? It was subscribed 54 times. Did you guys saw the news?
no, I didn't check it. I didn't check.
Yeah. So 54 times it was, and the total market cap is around 4 lakh crore, I think, Indian rupees. So that level of demand is there. And why it is there? Because there is increasing demand in developing market for the other electronics. Because still a lot of people are underserved with the so-called basic necessities in the bigger cities like refrigerators, washing machine, dryer, dishwasher.
Hmm.
So that looks a massive opportunity. I was just thinking from yesterday, why not Reset go into all of this? Why we are limiting ourselves just to this mobile phones, laptops, and tabs,
Hmm.
isn't it?
You mean diversify?
Yes, and the market is ready to pay for it. I don't think other consumer business will be able to raise so much
Hmm.
because it has a lot of institutional investors also, and when the institutional investors comes in, they come up with a lot of research. They are not emotions or like that, like an individual.
Hmm.
So that point also we can consider. That should be part of the industry.
So talking about the 10th point as diversification, right?
Yes, and this also gives an hint. We should target the developing markets because what happens in the developed market already people might have the buying capacity and
Hmm.
they will go for new products. I mean, there's a demand for second hand as well, but in the developing market there is even more demand,
Hmm.
isn't it? So that can also be a differentiator here.
Okay. Okay. So this is the industry analysis. So whatever we need to add more, we'll have to add something more on this one, basically.
Yeah. So what you do when you are working with industry analysis, this for everyone. I have share you the notes of industry analysis. From there, you can take certain points.
Okay.
For example, I'll show you. I hope everyone is following what we are discussing, right? You need to make sure you have your own sheet like this, right? So this is the screen. We have already discussed this in the session. So when you're writing your industry analysis, you can take a lot of points from here. For example, learning outcomes, obviously that's not required. So what you understood from the industry, what it includes, what is the sectors, subsectors, what is the global market share. For example, in Asia Pacific, that's what I was saying. Every dot is connected. When I say institutional investor in LG, they have invested in the market because it's Asia Pacific and this is the highest growing market.
Hmm.
It's not like we have investors locally, it's international investors. 37% compared to the second one, 29, almost 8% difference. That's massive. And even if you see this and South America is also not something which is very developed. Again, developing, right? So we need to go into developing market. So we have got two strong hints here for the industry. First one is what? Come up with the new products, diversify, go into electronics. And second one is target developing markets. Make sense?
Yeah.
I hope everyone is following. Hassan, Marshall, Rakesh, Askaranas,
Yes.
Akshay.
Yeah, yes, we are following.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
So this is how everything is all dots are connected. It's not like we are doing anything in isolation. And if you have this level of understanding and clarity about your company, you can easily write an answer. What happened in the exam, like rote writing we discussed. Second thing is the student is not able to give an holistic view because the understanding itself is limited. Imagine a particular question you are able to link to the stakeholder, the risk involved, the industry, our current situation, what is the future situation, or what can be the future situation. Automatically, you are touching a lot of points. For example, this point, as we discussed before, also Asia Pacific leads in volume in growth, driven by mobile first consumers, first time their users, affordability concerns, because obviously that wage there or the economic situation or per capita GDP is low, and rising digital penetration. But the benefit in Asia Pacific and South America is the internet is cheaper, especially in the Asia Pacific. And nowadays, in fact, government is making sure that the public places has free Wi-Fi, free internet. So that is also making the difference. Then you should add this. You can just copy this chart and put it in analysis. Then go to their website and whatever important points you're getting, you can just put in here. All right. Then restrainers, market restrainers. Technically, we can say that industry level risk or industry level issues. They have highlighted here. Use of influencers, customer demand. I hope you have add all of this. Supply chain is not a problem. Okay, over to you, Sandra.
Okay. So you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, then
Others
this
can
is the
make notes
industry.
from this, what he's sharing. So it can improve your analysis. So we have to learn from each other. So therefore, we are, doing in the group with the shared screen. Yeah. So SWOT you have done. I was expecting you to make a separate tab for SWOT.
Okay.
So that's a very big analysis. So strength and weakness, all what we have inside the business, that is becomes a strength and weakness. For example, we are operating around 4 decades, becomes a strength. Ressett has a very good brand value, strength. We have good connections with the supplier personal level because we were one of the pioneers. We are the first one who started this. That becomes a strength. What is a weakness? Limited number of products. Weakness, only online, no offline. Weakness, maybe unlisted business compared to Amazon. What else can be the weakness? Others?
We are operating in only land.
Maybe yes. We are limited only to one country.
Yeah.
Compared to competitors, yes, it's a weak. What else? So we need to make a separate tab. And now opportunity and threat. So opportunity and threat we'll get from the industry, isn't it? Like we just saw the threat. If some brand is selling a lot of other products, they have better trust, or they can even sell some of the bigger products and give it as a free. Like LG, we took as an example. Samsung. Samsung is not limited to just the mobile phones. They are doing almost all types of electronics.
Yeah, they're doing everything actually. Yeah.
I mean, we are not manufacturers, but at least it gives an idea for selling. Because the biggest challenge of online sale is to create trust, and that we have done successfully. Now, I don't understand why we are not diversifying. Or maybe there is some threat. What is the threat we have in the industry? Threat also will get from the industry. So spend some time on this answer.
Okay.
What is very important, and I hope you understood where to get it. Strength and weakness internal to the business. Opportunity and threat is external to the business.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you
Then the
move to next
next step we need to work was the risks and mitigations.
Yes, risk is very important, and most of the exam can have this question, and it's very easy to score. So our idea was to come with at least 30 risk and the mitigation.
Yeah.
And this risk should not be generalized. And risk is not, I mean, the risk we are trying to put in here is not what we are facing. It can be some of the perceived risk that we can have in the future. That's also fine. So the first one I said, do not fully wipe leading price. The price breach is one. Compliance likelihood is medium, impact is high. Use certified data assure tools to issue wipe certificates. Yeah, wipe certificates, but obviously it's not just about the certificate, but ultimately we should have standard people. So remember, in mitigation, this point is correct, but just as a suggestion, you can have multiple mitigation also for one risk. For example, one mitigation has reduced the impact from high to medium. Then other mitigation will reduce from medium to low. I'll give you another example. Let's say we are selling on credit and we think that we'll not get our money. So we'll put different mitigation. First mitigation is we'll do the credit check. Second mitigation is we'll limit the number of amount we are giving. Third limitation is we'll not give it to the new clients easily. The risk was same. What we did? Multiple mitigation. So just for understanding all of you, mitigation can be multiple for one risk. However, we need to consider one thing. The cost of mitigation should not be, or we can call it controls. The cost of control should not be higher than the product itself. It should be financial viable. It's like, cost and benefit analysis. It's a cost when we are trying to mitigate this, manage this. If you're spending more than we are saving, then it's a wrong decision. Yeah, next one, please. Second one is cyber security breach.
Yeah.
Security.
Yeah, cyber security breach. This is again security, because we are doing everything online, so we should have multi-factor authentication, penetration tests, That will be your mitigation strategy basically. Then e-waste regulation, new e-waste regulation increase costs. So again, we have to engage with the regulators early, invest in the compliant recycling. I think this is a e-waste thing is a big thing basically in this in their thing. I think so, right now.
All right. Now, in cybersecurity, first, if we just stop there for a minute, cybersecurity, we need to have a policy first,
Mm.
or we can have a dedicated director also, or a senior manager to take care of that, right?
Mm.
Then ISO
Delegate-
compliance, you can write ISO 27000 comes with for the cybersecurity. 27001, 27002. And if we are using intranet and if we are connecting with our suppliers,
Mm.
we are giving them access, or we are going to their website,
Mm.
there also we can have a risk, if their website is not secured. So the malware can be installed to ours, or if our employees going to their website, clicking on certain links, if they are not secured, the malware will be passed on to our sites, isn't it?
Mm.
In fact, if you think basically, at the basic level also, the biggest risk can be cybersecurity. Why? Imagine we are not available for a few hours. What will happen?
Mm. It will be a chaos.
It will be chaos. Our reputation will go for a toss. Customer flight will happen. Customer flight means they'll go to the computer and they might not come back, because almost every company in this sector, they are providing a similar service. And if they go to the computer, they'll ask them to pay subscription. That means they have locked them for a year. So we have permanently lost a customer. Yes, Rakesh.
This was just a question here. You said that cybersecurity will lead to loss of customer, right? If you are not available. So that not availability, how that will impact cybersecurity? Because that is something you're offline for the in recent case happened where the big companies were offline, WhatsApp were down for 2 or 3 minutes, half an hour. So how does that impact business?
Right. So technically, when cybersecurity happens, no, the availability of business get affected. Remember, some
So
time back, I think WhatsApp was not available. Then it
yeah,
happened with Facebook also last year. Usually the
yeah.
company didn't accept it, but most of them was a cyber attack. When the attack happened,
Oh.
the service is not available,
So
right? And if the, yeah,
in Misbah, sorry to interrupt you, not to be rude here. So in this case, means any insurance also can be taken, because I understand there is some insurance product also available for phishing. If suppose you get something and you can insure yourself. I think I read somewhere it is in US,
yeah.
not in.
So insurance is one of the mitigation. That's a good point. Cyber security insurance is also there in the market. Yes, but remember that is not free. You have to pay a high premium for that. And insurance will help us maybe financially, but what about the reputation wise? So when we do cybersecurity, we have an objective that we'll discuss more in strategic case study. We call it like CIA, confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So availability is very important. Can you imagine like WhatsApp not being available? Imagine WhatsApp is not available sometime. We will switch and you might not come back. And if you see WhatsApp is not giving us anything special, we have so much other applications. IMO is there and bottom is there, almost similar. But just because WhatsApp was first and it has maybe user-friendly interface, we all are using that. That makes sense?
Yes, Misbah, I think I got my answer. I think availability of online presence is also important.
Yes,
Mind.
you need to available because the expectation is you should be there 24/7.
Yeah.
For
True.
example, now we are using this Google Meet. Imagine this is not available at this time because now we are joining from different parts of the world, right?
Yeah.
So what will happen? We might switch to Zoom and we might never come back.
Yes, that makes sense. So server maintenance also will be one of the one of the risk, right?
Server maintenance, we need backup, mirror backup sites. So we need, in short, a digital strategy.
Okay.
To achieve our overall strategy, we need a digital strategy, and to achieve that digital strategy, we need digital infrastructure. Make sense? Yeah. Continue, Sanjan.
Yeah. So then the other risks that we're talking about the e-waste, right? E-waste regulations is again, this is a big risk basically. So this we need to talk more, I think. So how we can invest in the compliant recycling, how we can make sure that the e-waste is properly controlled, because regulators can interfere and then there will be a problem basically for us, right?
Right. But e-waste, even I was thinking, but do you think it's our responsibility because we are not the manufacturer? In a way, it is beneficial what we are doing for the society because we are giving second life to this product. Remember in the pre-scene, they have mentioned if you don't take this product, most of this will go as a waste, will go to a bin,
Hmm.
So don't you think we are coming on the positive side rather than the negative side? E-waste, yes, as a part of ecosystem, but are we responsible?
It's yes and no, because anyway we are taking the something which would be destroyed in a year, we are destroying after 2 years. That's we are only delaying the destruction
Right,
because we are refurbishing that and then reselling. So at one point of time the customer will change. So that time
definitely.
you have to destroy it.
Right. But
So
at least
if
we're
you
adding that 2 year. What I was thinking, why don't we tie up with the companies, the
Hmm.
manufacturer themselves? We can get some kind of discount because they can show in their CSR that we are, improving the longevity of their products.
Hmm. Yeah, possible.
Right. Okay. Continue.
Then this data leakages from the donated devices. This is again a big risk,
The
which
cyber
is
security related thing. Yes.
yeah. Then
Very
again, legal claims from data exposure. Now, this legal claims, I think we will have to work on some insurance. So,
insurance plus we need to have a legal support also in the team.
yeah. Then third-party audits are also required for this environmental things.
Possible.
Yeah. And again, this website cybersecurity, again, the cybersecurity, what we talk about, that is again data part. That also is
It's all
because
part
now,
of this. It's
yeah,
fine.
it's
We'll
like
move to the next one.
it can be worked out. Then financial reporting, again, we are covering under IFRS, so we need to have proper reporting system, internal regular audits, management oversight has to be there. It is also a part of a risk. Then consumer protection laws, breach of consumer protection protocol. Again, this legal team has to be involved in that review of website, sales terms, because whatever we are putting on the website, we need to be sure what we are putting. Tomorrow we cannot claim something which we don't do, then we can be in a legal issues basically.
Right.
Then this suppliers delivering counterfeits. This is again a very big risk
This is
because
one of the biggest risk I believe for the industry.
yeah, business risk. Yeah, because again, if they deliver some counterfeits or fake parts and we don't discover that, so if our team is not able to vet it properly, then there is a risk for us. So how do we mitigate it? Maybe serial number verification or something like that. We'll have to develop a process
Yeah.
basically.
This is important. I want to know from each one of you what can be the mitigation. Santhan has given one serial number verification, supplier vetting. What else can be done? I'm sure all of you have thought about this. We discussed this in the pre-scene analysis also. Yeah, quickly, what comes to the mind? Akshay, you can also try. Rakesh, Hassan. Simple, this problem is there with the Nike Jordans we have discussed. A lot of other companies have it. How you'll manage
We
this so that
can
yeah,
we can make some kind of a specific barcode for each product. Like normally the companies do have their own barcode stating that this product is related to them. Like for specifically after refurbished, we check everything, and like someone say like if they buy it from us, so we could put some kind of a barcode to state that it's from our own company. And even like I'm not sure it's related to this one, but while we are buying a product from some other one, like we are buying a bulk, we need to check each and every part, because in if someone did some kind of malfunctioning, put different hardware with some kind of already installed software in it, it could cause breach of all kind of breach in the data and all the stuff, because hardware can also do some issues, not just a cybersecurity, but could be hardware also, a thing we need to check before taking the things in.
right. So when we talk about the barcode, it is like our barcode we are giving to the customers, but we need to have
Yeah.
something like this from the supplier also.
Okay.
The supplier should agree to do something like that, because if we are just putting barcode and giving to the customer, then we are accepting the risk ourselves. But we need to make sure that we are reducing the risk when we take the product itself. Anything else can be done?
I think our testing team, when they are doing the test, they should have a mechanism to detect that this is a counterfeit.
Right.
I don't know how it will work, but just
So we
thinking
need to
loud.
have a software. We need to have our team who is constantly aware what type of product is happening. Sometimes what happened,
Yes,
let's say it's an iPhone, from outside everything is correct, but they have
correct.
changed the battery, they have changed the whatever internal hardware is there.
Yes,
But the problem is if we have too much expert and we are just opening every product and checking, it will be very costly. And remember, we
and
are in a developed country where the labor cost is higher.
yes. Then it will not be financially viable for us.
Yes, that's a risk. So we need to have a control for that, and maybe it's more about the trusted supplier. And if you have the manufacturer itself as a supplier, then that risk is mitigated, and we can have that maybe a replacement policy. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Then regulatory fines for improper e-waste disposal. Again, this is a problem. We can be fined if we are not, if the e-waste is not disposed properly. So for that, we need to have contract license waste recyclers, so that we can mitigate that risk. We can give it to people who are doing this waste recycling, right? Because we are not doing that, so we could hire them or something like that.
Yes.
That is one of the way. I don't know what else we can do, but this is what I think. So
So risk looks good, but I believe it's more going external as a static level. We are into the middle level, so we have to see internally what is happening,
Hmm.
the conflict and all. So we have done till 2012, right?
Yeah, some few points I put here.
Cash flow shortage, yes, cash flow shortage is an important thing, and it's internal risk. How we'll manage the cash flow?
Yeah,
Because when we are dealing B2B, obviously we must be giving in credit. We have to,
yeah,
and we don't know how much credit time we are getting, or maybe we have to give a cash to get the discount. Remember, we have a maximum or limitation how much we can pay for the products.
correct.
There is a cap, or there should be a cap. So managing cash flow can be a problem. So how we can mitigate that? Good relationship with the banks, short-term credit options. We can retain some of the earnings. No need to pay so much, higher dividend every time. And remember, we are not a listed business, so raising money will never be easy for us.
Hmm.
Then we have assets that can be used as collaterals.
We have more inventory, right? Yeah, as I said,
Inventory plus, I believe we'll have
offices and all this stuff.
yes, but not too
And
much actually. Not too much. We don't have much
yeah,
equipment, right? We are not
because
manufacturing.
we are doing online, no, so we don't have those stores with which you could put as a collateral,
Neither we are doing manufacturing in machines to give as a collateral,
Yeah,
but can help to get over with the cash. Technically, our business is trading business. We are buying and selling,
correct.
so we don't require also a lot of capex. If we see from other angle,
Yeah, apart from
just
the
operating
offices and all
expense
this.
is the problem. Then supplier insolvency or exit. Yes, you depend on suppliers. So obviously, we should not depend on one or two suppliers. Multiple suppliers, diversified supplier. Over reliance on few key B2B customers. So if you get over reliance on few customers, that can be a problem. Especially if you lose one customer itself, it can affect 10-15% of the revenue and leading to reduction in the profits.
Especially
Technically,
like the corporate ones, like supposing if you have very big customers who buy a lot of thing on bulk, and then this year they buy a lot and the next year they are not there, then our sales trend will be very difficult, no?
right. And that's normally the risk for B2B business.
Yeah,
They have less clients, they give them more money, but the percentage of revenue is so big, they become a key player.
correct.
Okay, Santan, you have said under this supply insolvency or exit, you've put a mitigation measure as dual sourcing. What is this? Dual sourcing. What do you mean by this?
Which one?
He's asking to explain your mitigation.
Like dual
Supplier,
sourcing.
yeah. Dual sourcing is like you source from different suppliers. No, you don't rely on one supplier basically. So you go to especially if you have one supplier whom you are relying on, and tomorrow he is not there or he exits, what do you do? So you need to have dual or multiple sourcing basically.
Oh, okay, it's fine. Because I was taking from dual like to mean maybe it's more like
Because
binary, like you're
because
getting
because
from
we
two
buy in
two
bulk,
major
right? So
suppliers.
we not buy from many people because you will have your good suppliers whom you're regularly buying on bulk, right? So that's why that sourcing is very important, right?
Yeah, that's good. But maybe I'm not sure. Maybe you may need to rephrase it because if we put dual, maybe it's more like dual refers to mainly to two, like from the literal meaning.
The multiple source
You
we
can
can
put
write because
Yeah,
multiple, yeah,
yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah, multiple sourcing.
we're already having I believe multiple sourcing, so we can say multiple sourcing plus diversified, and we need to keep a close check on how they are working. Because remember, when we are looking at the financial analysis, not only about our competitors, we need to see our suppliers' financial analysis also.
Hmm.
Because there we can see the financial health. It's not like company was doing good this year and next year they will go bankrupt. It's rare. It can happen, but rare. Usually it happens slowly. It gives some hints. And as we discussed previously, also we can have something to build our suppliers if possible. Then over reliance on B2B, yes, we should have diversified customer base, and we should have enough data, like how many years they usually buy. It's not obviously one every year, like every few years they'll need us. Key employee resignation. This is more about a nomination committee number 16 risk what you have put.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
don't
again,
think
this is this is
ask.
also important, right? Because if the main people who are experienced in the buying section, for example, if they keep resign or something like that, then we have a issue for that, right?
Right. So here we can see like key skills, how
Hmm.
you can retain key skill, how you can pass on. So your training can comes in. We are not dependent on few employees or few skill. We are
Hmm.
training them, training the new people, and we have everything recorded. For example, when
Hmm.
a change management happens in the organization, if you're getting an outside change leader, so at the end of the work, we want that person to record everything, document whatever they have done.
Like a succession planning, you need to have a proper succession, right? One goes, somebody else can take care also, right?
Yes, and we should have the data. We should have the proper documentation. So if somebody comes in, that person can take a reference from that.
Like policy and procedure should be in place, basically, right?
Yes. Supply shortage or of bulk PC lots from corporate retail partners. Yes, supply shortage can come in. So here, the customer is not demanding us to give this, but make sure what we are putting on our website, it should be there. I believe they have mentioned somewhere we are maintaining the ratio of 10, right? If you're posting something on a website, that means we have at least 10 units of that.
Yeah, stock has to be minimum 10, I think so.
Yes. What do you guys think? 10 is too low or is too high?
It depends on how much it is movement is happening, right? Some models may be moving faster, some may be not, right?
Right. And what
Yeah,
if it comes to 9? Do you want to remove it? We can't waste the 9 units, isn't it?
Hmm.
Or maybe when it reaches 9, we have the inventory coming in, something like that. And as you
Something like
rightly said,
automatic, you mean to say, uh, but then again, we are buying in bulk, right? So maybe we have stocks, but we put on the website maybe less or something like that. I don't know.
right. Main thing is we should have the information about what kind of product is selling. We can use AI also here. What kind of products? It's not only about what people buying. Sometimes they'll come, just look at the products, go till the cart, and they cancel. Maybe they are trying to arrange the finance. So
Hmm.
that kind of things also we should have, and nowadays very much possible. For example, Amazon has all the data. If I just go and see the products, they'll have the data if I saw or not, isn't it? Then
Amazon is doing it very professionally, basically. They have everything properly in place. Their search engines are also nice.
yes, there was one thing I was researching for Amazon a few years back. I think they call it tail end search something. So technically, what it is, if you search about certain products, if it is not there in Amazon, so like this, maybe there are a lot of people are searching. Let's say we are searching for shoes in snow. Maybe that's not there in Amazon. I believe it's there, but just assume. So what will happen if a lot of people are searching, let's say few thousands or 100,000 have searched, Amazon will take that information and sell to some of the manufacturers. Say, a lot of people are coming to buy this, but I don't have it. There is no supply. Why don't you start it? I assure you will get.
Hmm.
So it's a win-win. The supplier will say, okay, I'm getting business, and Amazon will have a more satisfied client.
Hmm.
So all kind of data points they are working on. I know they have a very big financial resource. They are one of the top or the biggest company in the world. But whatever is the core competencies, at least we can benchmark on that.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
So we
for
give
this,
it. Yeah,
we sorry to interrupt. So
yes,
for this kind of thing, we can add like a data specific data analysis team, like who gonna do the only data analyzing on the customer research, search, and all the data, like specific team for data analysis.
Hmm.
yes, Akshay. I think that will be good because we are completely online, and the only way we are
Mm-hmm.
getting information is through data, right? So we need to have
Yeah.
experts working on that.
And one more thing I want to add on, like I'm currently working with a retail company. So the major problem they are facing nowadays, like it's like in a different countries. So sometimes the transaction in USD they are not able to do that. So they are changing their platform from like now they are using Stripe. Previously they
Correct.
were using Barclays. So they are moving it because now US people can easily use their iPhone and Android on the Stripe instead of Barclays. So this is what I have seen in my business.
Very good point. Yes, so this can happen, especially when we are doing international, payment gateways and the compliance. We need to make sure that we understand this more about a compliance, I would say, a legal compliance, and that can lead to a competitive advantage or disadvantage.
Thank you.
So technology, investment in technology and hiring talented people, experienced people in this will make our business to the next level. This is our core competency we can say.
Hmm.
Okay, next.
So again,
Incorrect grading reduces customer trust. Right. I mean, this is obvious that we will be doing it, but sometimes what happen, maybe our team is in rush or they're getting pressure. So we need to be very honest in our grading.
and audits have to be done. Audit is very important, right? So random audits are very crucial to
Internal
prevent
audit.
this type of mistakes. Yeah.
We're not listed company, so it's not mandatory to have an audit committee. But looking at our business, if we can have internal audit, that will be very important.
Correct.
Because if we just have internal controls, the people know nobody's checking,
Correct.
they will take it for granted.
So internal audits really help because when somebody knows that somebody is going to come and check randomly, you're always on the alert mode, no?
Yes, and we need team to be on the alert mode, not taking it
Yeah.
for granted. Because many times we have compliance on just on the paper, but the reality is different.
Yes, yes. Many companies do that basically.
Then website downtime and technical outage. We just discussed this. This again
This
related
we
to
discussed.
cybersecurity
Yeah.
availability. Then fire, flood at distribution center. So any natural calamities come in. So the probability of this happening is low, but the impact can be high. So this kind of risk we usually try to transfer to
Yes.
insurance company, or insurance is one of the best
That's
way
why I
to
said low. It's a low risk basically. It's a low thing, but
low
it can
probability.
happen.
Yeah, likelihood is low. The
Yeah.
impact if that happens can be high.
I-
What we can do is we should not have our products everything on maybe on the ground floor. Have it on a little bit of height.
Yeah.
Put it on the first
Yeah.
floor, second floor.
Then the ground floor, what they will do? Parking.
Yeah, something we can do just as a risk management, basic level, and it makes a lot of sense. And most of the companies you will not see they are putting things on the ground level.
Hmm.
Usually they do it on the top.
Yeah.
Then loss of ID data system corruption. This is all part of cybersecurity, I would say.
Cyber
So
security, yeah. It's all part of cyber.
you need to add another risk here. Online reputation damage from poor reviews. Now, reputation risk is a perceived risk. Sometimes it is true, sometimes it's not.
Yeah, but it's as somebody puts a comment, it does make a lot of difference basically. Somebody
And
reading, they immediately, like for me, if I go to any business, any trips, I always see that the reviews, I read the reviews of the hotels. So when the customer puts some review, now maybe he put a wrong review, but I would take it seriously, right?
negativity sells. In fact,
Yeah,
I was reading in one of the books. It says maybe it's that author's perception. He was saying to cover one negative comments, you need to get 100 positive comments.
correct.
It's not just two, three, or 10. You need 100 of them to cover one negative review.
Yeah, because what happens suddenly, you see that one negative comment is there, your mind gets stuck, then you easily flip on to the another hotel because why do you want to take a risk, right? Why do you want to just even take a chance,
Yes,
even if it is not true? So there are options available. So you tend to go to another place and see, okay, I'll take where the reviews are good, basically.
right. And our brain also attracts negative thing.
Yes.
And instead of winning, we are more scared of losing. So we don't want to lose. Okay, we're not
Yeah,
getting a feature is fine, but I should not compromise on the basic things.
correct.
That's a very good point. And now our business entirely is on reviews. In fact, in developed countries, if you see any business, like you said, hotels, restaurant, even small grocery store, everywhere there is review. Like in India and developing countries coming up, but if you see in the UK, US market, Europe, Ireland, everywhere, reviews are like, and people are honest in the reviews. To be honest, it's not like their friends and family they are putting reviews. No, most of them are genuine.
Hmm.
Now this can be a risk, and we need to also motivate our customers to give reviews. How we can do that?
I mean, incentive, you give them, if you write reviews, then they get some discounts or they get some vouchers. That is how you motivate them. Then people write the reviews, right?
Give them some pointers. Sorry, not points. Like coupons.
Yeah, coupons, or maybe sometimes when they next time when they book a hotel or something, you give them some special discount or something like that.
Right. Nowadays, loyalty card is very common nowadays.
Yes.
That can also come in.
This price war with fix up, this is again, this is also a risk because our major competitor is fix up, right?
Right.
So we have to find a way to differentiate through service and quality. But I think this is a very difficult thing to do because it's strategic. Because fix up also does whatever we do, or rather they are in the similar system. So how do we mitigate this risk?
Right. Right.
The rest ones, I think that is what we have covered already. We discussed about that similar one.
Right.
We need to add something more, and then we have to see how we can.
Yeah. So a little bit, different. You don't need one liner. That's what I was saying. We can add
So in the mitigation, maybe we can add some
more points,
description
more
more.
concepts.
Okay, I'll work on this one. I'll write something more on this all this. Then the rest is the stakeholders. This I have done a little bit. I have not worked completely on it. Just I was trying to work on it. I didn't complete actually.
Okay. What's next?
These stakeholders.
Right. So what are
You
the
can
key
see.
stakeholders for us?
You can see my screen, right?
Yes, I can see. I hope others can also see.
Okay. This I am still working more. I need to add more. I have something in my mind. I have to add on this.
Yeah. So I hope others have done their stakeholder list. Can you guys add some more stakeholders? He has done for the 10. Okay, otherwise we'll start with first to 10 discussion, then we'll add another. So we'll get into that moment. So first is shareholder investor. So we are not a listed business, but we'll definitely have shareholders. Maybe the shareholders are the directors themselves.
Yes.
Here also you can put one category of power and interest.
Power and
Power and interest. High power, like shareholders will have
Hmm.
individual shareholders will have low power and high interest.
Hmm.
If it is a big shareholder, they'll have high power and high interest. That will make them key player.
Hmm. I have to add one more. I think it just comes to my mind. Non-executive also we have a board, right?
You can just put board of director as one, because
Okay.
this non-executive and all management case study we don't need to worry. They won't ask.
They won't
This is
ask.
more of a
Okay.
strategic issue, so no need.
Okay. So what else we can add in this? We can add something more, no?
Right. So first stakeholder is done. Board of directors. Then 2 and 3 is same, I believe. Finance and accounting team. Okay, internal employees. Operation, supply chain, procurement, IT, employees, rest. There's more internal you have put in.
Yeah.
We need more from connected and outside. So supplier is one of the stakeholder. Insurance company is another stakeholder. If you are tying up with the universities for a strategic partnership alliance,
Hmm.
they become an stakeholder, right? Insurance
Yeah.
companies, financial institution,
Yeah.
universities. Universities are, you know, are becoming an important partner, because
Hmm.
companies don't need to invest so much in R&D. They have already built up infrastructure with the universities.
Hmm.
What else? What do you guys have added in your list, Rakesh? Yeah, Akshay.
Maybe social media is also could be a stakeholder if we do our advertisement on social media like Facebook advertisement, Instagram, and all the stuff.
Right. So media, yes, definitely media is.
Yeah.
So we can just write media. Then in that we can cover print media, this social media,
Hmm.
news channels, everything.
Hmm.
What you can do, Santan, is before talking about how to manage them, put bring that section, the like power and interest.
Hmm. This one, huh?
Yes. So that will make sense. It's known as Mandlow's matrix.
Hmm.
If you remember, we discussed that in E2.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Keep informed, key players. I hope you remember that one. Okay.
Yeah.
What else? We want it to be more discussion. A lot of you are on mute. Hassan, you are completely on mute. Mascarenhas, you are completely on mute. You have to involve in everything as if you are writing. Then only it's the best use of your time. Media, what is the power and interest. In the normal scenario, they will have it low, but they can easily get high power. You can say low and medium. There is another category of medium, but in the textbook they have not given. But it can have medium category also. Low, medium, high. Because to say low power to social media or media can be, not exactly correct.
Social media has got high power, no, technically.
In our business, but the problem is the definition of high power means someone who can influence a strategy. The social media cannot completely influence or control the strategy. So when we say here high power, that means you are making that stakeholder a key player, and key player is someone who is running the business. They are not. You can put medium power, and low interest. Why low interest? Because they are not concerned on reset. There are so many companies. Unless any issue happened and someone go and post on social media, then only it will be a problem. What else? Computers. Computer is one of the stakeholder, right?
Competitors, no?
Yes.
Their power will be
Computers
what?
also will have low power in controlling our decisions, but interest will be high. Because they always want to know what good we are doing. They need to learn from our core competence, copy our core competence. How we can manage them? Give them minimum information. Avoid sharing confidential information on public platforms. And we should have NDAs with our employees, non-disclosure agreements. And in fact, in some legal clause, you can add they cannot join our company immediately after they resign for a few years. Again, it should be aligned with the Lamlandian government law. But we have to make sure that we have all this legal things in our control. What else? Local government.
Yeah.
I believe we need to remove some from internal stakeholders, or maybe we can make our list from 20 to 25. So government, I want to write two. One is local and one is, legal authorities, you can say. Because legal authorities, we are talking about compliance and all. And local government is, how things are operating in that state or in that city. I think we are into a state. City-wise, it will be too small. Because many times we have different legislation in different states, isn't it?
Yeah.
For example, imagine we are using a bike taxi to deliver, and tomorrow government ban the bike taxi, like what happened in Karnataka in India. Bangalore, they banned it, but they are still doing good in tier 2 and other cities.
So the local government power will be
High,
but interest low, right?
interest low. Government always will have low interest. They don't care in how the business is done, as long as it is, compliance. You can put legal authorities, or you can put like competition authorities. Maybe the central government, or maybe just put the political parties. But political parties is not the exact word. Just put legal
Statutory.
authorities. But the compliance come in of the government.
Compliance of the government.
No, I mean next stakeholder you can put like legal authorities. What is the expectation of local government? If you go back to the previous one, they want us to spend in CSR. environmental friendly. The expectations can be same, I believe.
Hmm.
Give employment to local people.
So, Misbah, ये just local government you are covering because of the environment, right?
Sorry.
Local environment is just to ensure that environment of that particular office is taken care. Means nearby locations are taken care.
Yes, yes, that county particularly we can say. If you're taking UK case, that particular county is being taken care of.
Okay.
So local county government is not concerned about geopolitical things and all. They are like, keep it safe, contribute, make a park for us, give employment to local people, train them, tie up with the local schools, universities. But the legal authorities or the central agencies, they will be more concerned. You bring manufacturing here, your compliance is like this. Have you put the central tax on time? Are you finding loopholes? So ethical thing can come in. Mergers and acquisition, is it leading to monopoly? Their concerns are different. Power remains the same, high and low. I mean, power
Hmm.
interest remain the same standard.
Hmm.
So legal authorities, compliance, contribution to the economy.
Auditors will come, Misbah.
I mean, we can put, but in management case study, I don't think it's required because it's not part of our syllabus. Once we do, strategic case study, that time it will be important. They are stakeholder, but they won't test us in MCs. That is for sure. So it's not part of the syllabus. Then social media influencers. Please write. It's very important. We have discussed this in industry. Nowadays, influencers, they've got so much of power. Last time we were discussing about one guy. He was challenging Nestle and Unilever Limited for their product. It's called Food Farmer. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
viral.
yeah.
Hmm.
Pharma guy.
It's giving tough time to big companies.
Yeah, sugar contents.
Sugar content and all. But now, how legit he is, that's a different thing because now he's coming up with his own product. So now people are saying that is a bias. But anyways, social media influencers have got power. Nowadays, the public in general they don't trust big celebrities. For example, a sports icon is coming up and promoting Coke or promoting sugary drink. They never use themselves. It's not only about they're advertising for pizza, they're advertising for something which they never eat themselves or wear themselves. The trust is gone. So people want micro influencers, somebody who they can relate more, or maybe meet them, connect with them. So social media influencers and micro influencers are getting a lot of power. So I would say power is medium to high. Interest again medium, I would say, because how these people earn, they are full time influencer, isn't it? So they are also looking for tie-ups in brands like Ressett.
They
For
also
example,
want to
in
make
fact,
some money, right?
yes, that's their only source, their full-time job. For example, unboxing is very common in our industry. Unboxing of the phones. So can we
Yes.
create some concept for the used one also? Unboxing of Ressett phones or unboxing of used one. So our thing they can take Ressett phones and other one and just compare. And this
Hmm.
also gives us an hint that we should improve our packaging,
Hmm.
right? What else we can connect with them, right? Expectation or management, incentivizing them for promoting our product. partnership, or maybe we can involve them and take their suggestion in our marketing campaign. What do you think?
Yeah.
They normally call it collaboration on social media, collaboration with social media influencers.
Yeah, brand collab. Yes. However, we need to make sure that this influencer, he or she, doesn't look in front of the people that they are biased or they are just promoting Ressett. They are not our employees. I mean, that's understood and part of our strategy. They should be more like a middleman who is comparing. Then only trust factor will be there. Otherwise, if we keep full time somebody, they are going just praising our products, then the trust factor will go away. They are usually biased because they are getting money, but how they showcase is they are independent.
Yeah, they are very sharp in that part. They know how to put it across.
Sometimes they are very clever than somebody who's 20 years of experience in marketing. This new kid, 20-year-old kid, that guy is more smart.
Hmm.
So we need this kind of influencer to work with us, and especially for example, now we have Diwali right now. Diwali season starting tomorrow,
Hmm.
and other festivals also coming up. And if you are into that market, this is the time people want to buy new things. Let's car,
Hmm.
electronics, gold, whatever. So season-wise sale we can put in,
Hmm.
or if it is Christmas, then another one. And for that we can have a specific social media influencer. So this can be part of overall strategy. If you are doing any
Hmm.
product or market development, that time also we can use.
Hmm.
In fact, nowadays what has happened? Okay, one more example we can take. Recently, Sachin Tendulkar, the great cricketer, he has launched his own shoe brand. Have you guys seen that?
No.
Yeah, so you can check it. So this is a very good example. Technically, he has achieved so much in his life, but ultimately he's a social media, or we can say, social person, influential person. So what skill he has is not in shoe manufacturing or nothing. What he has is just the followers, right? Or the trust he has built.
Hmm.
And what people like this need to do, and they are doing successfully, is just outsource manufacturing, outsource marketing, everything they can outsource. The only thing is it's their product or their service,
Hmm.
and the brand is getting created. Same thing happened with Virat Kohli. Puma India was paying him, hundreds of crores. He rejected.
Hmm.
He became partner with the other manufacturer, and he became the owner.
Hmm.
Same thing happened with On, Swiss shoe company.
Hmm.
So Federer was sponsored by Nike most of the time. But when he saw a Swiss company doing good, he just invested his own money despite taking that because he became a owner. He's one of the majority shareholder in the company.
Hmm.
And On is doing really good. So these are the market dynamics are changing, and these celebrities have become very smart. They don't want to just get the marketing when they want to become the owners, and the ecosystem has given them so much of power. What else can be the stakeholder? Did you put the major stakeholder, Sanjan, one of the key stakeholders, the logistic companies?
No.
That's the most important.
Their power will be what? Medium.
Power, Depend how many are they, low to medium, I would say. Anything is fine, low or medium. If you have number of them, then it's low. But if you have just one or two, it can be, medium like that.
We don't know in that pre-scene how many people are there. No?
Put it medium, no problem. Interest is high because we are giving them business. We are their clients, right?
Hmm.
So they'll be very concerned that tomorrow we should not start our own logistics. Otherwise, they will lose us.
Correct.
What they need from us or how we can manage them, long-term contracts,
Yeah.
prompt delivery of payment or payment on time, we can say, dealing with them ethically or not manipulating them.
Hmm. Good relationship, basically.
Sharing some kind of data or information to improve their services. Maybe they can also be happy if we can refer them for other services. For example, our supplier, they're also using some logistic companies, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we can refer, you can try ours, they are good.
Minimum orders in a day, like some kind of minimum order criteria, like this much order we're gonna give you every day.
Yes, actually, that's a good point. So with this, what will happen? They'll have some sustainable revenue, and based on that, they can do their investment. Just like we want some sustainable revenue, some at least not a guarantee, but some kind of assurance, we can say. Same thing they need from us, so they can invest in their human resource, technological resource, and their strategy.
Yeah. Especially when they have a long-term contract, then they know that, okay, if you have a contract with them, then they are okay to invest on maybe like we wanted it to go to e-bikes, like because of the sustainability. So we want to ship them to this e-bike system or e vehicles. So then they will invest if they have a long-term contract. If they're not, then they may not invest. They're not invest.
Yes, yes. So we need to make sure that that thing is coming. Many times, what happens is we think, okay, in our mind, we'll support them, we'll work with them, but the other person is going through a lot of difficulties. Person, as in I'm referring to company, we need to educate them. We are looking to work with you for a long time,
Hmm.
and we are ready to invest. We are ready to, sometime advance payment might also work. Depend how much they are contributing to us,
Hmm.
and we should not have it in house. We should go and communicate to them.
Hmm.
If there is no proper communication, it can lead to confusion, and that's what the competitors want. So I think we
Um,
need to remove some of the internal stakeholders and add other stakeholders also. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to work on this.
there's one more point I want to ask, sir, on it, on logistic. Like it's not
Yes.
related to this one, but maybe while delivering, we need some kind of security. The product we are giving is exactly same going to a customer, some kind of seal or maybe a box they cannot open, kind of a thing. Maybe they can change the laptop while in the way and give the wrong laptop to a customer or something. It could
Right.
hit our goodwill.
Yes, that's a good point. That's part of risk. You should add it in
Packaging.
the risk segment. This happened with the food delivery companies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what can be done?
packaging should be like it cannot be damaged, or say to customer
Sealed.
specifically as a note,
Sealed.
like if there is a seal is not there, then there's no need to take that product, just refund it back or give it back. So and even for logistic companies saying that like while you are traveling you have to be cautious because these are the fragile goods, and if seal will break we're gonna charge you more, like you're gonna pay for that, some kind
Right.
of.
Right. So we need to have number of controls. First is insurance. Second is packaging. Third is training of that logistic partner. Fourth is GPS tracking. and this should be part of the contract we are doing with the logistic company. We are not taking all this risk or the cost on us.
Yeah.
What else can be done to manage that? And this food delivery companies, what they are doing is to post a picture when they deliver it.
Yeah.
Maybe that can also help.
Even Amazon and they do, when I was in UK, I mean we saw that, and Sinhan can agree with that. I mean they used to, when they deliver, and if you are not there, they would keep your package at the doorstep and take a pic and then send a pic to you basically, so that you know that your package is delivered at your doorstep. Because there, if you're not at home, and nobody can open the door, so they just leave at the doorstep, but they will send you a picture so you know that your thing is delivered.
Right, right.
So
Even
they
the
were
packaging
ensuring.
is done in different layers to
Yeah,
make it
their
more.
packaging was coming fully packed. That was coming packed by Amazon themselves. So basically, so that packaging was intact, and they will keep it on the doorstep. And how they keep it properly, they will just take a picture and send it across to you, so you would get a confirmation that yes, this is what it is there. So you know. So tomorrow you cannot say you didn't receive it.
Right. And apart from that, it's a society. What is happening now? Like we have our community center, gym, and everything, swimming pool. That area, we also have a dedicated hall. It's like just for the parcel. But
Hmm.
Amazon has invested that. There's a dedicated hall where we can just take the parcel. That person will have the digital code, and they'll put into that a big cupboard like situation.
Hmm.
Then the other person will come with the code, and then they can only access it. It's safe also. So whenever the person gets time, it's not like giving to the security guard.
Hmm.
They go and put into the system. So it's more a control. Yeah. Any other stakeholder we are missing? The list can go on and on, but make sure that it has at least the basic one of our business. Okay.
Hmm.
What else is pending in the Excel sheet, Sandon?
Then this revenue stream is pending, cost saving. This is pending, and there was this SWOT analysis which you told to do now. And there is some notes I was trying to make in the pre-scene, from the pre-scene, like what are the points they are saying. So just I was just trying to make some points.
Important topics.
Yeah, just the questions which were there on the pre-scene. I was just trying to write those questions, like what is the business model, for example, answers, then who are the competitors, just like listing some quality points so that we can have a revision.
Right. I'm also working on important topics. I'll share that with you. Okay.
Yeah.
Then Mox is also almost ready. Right.
Mm.
Thank you for sharing. What about others? How far your Excel sheet has been completed? Hassan, you can stop sharing, Chandan.
Okay.
Thank you. Hassan, can you hear me?
Yes, done.
How far have you completed?
Yeah, I have started working on that. For each point, I have wrote something, but not that much detail. So I have do something, but I'll try to complete it.
You can't share now. It's not done, right?
Not yet done.
Okay. Try to do it by Sunday. What about Marshall?
Okay.
If my file also share by Sunday, it will also be ready. I'm working
How
on
much
it.
have you done so far?
You've only managed to do this industry analysis. I think I just maybe two only, not done so many actually on that. But this week has been a very busy week for me.
I understand. And this thing cannot be done in one day or 1 week. It will take time. Maybe 10 days. So the latest you can finish by end of October, like 10, 12 days. 2 weeks are also fine, but that doesn't mean you start after a week. Daily you have to put few hours. Then we'll reach there.
Okay.
Because everything is connected. You cannot just Google it and put certain points. No. It
Yeah.
should be specific to our company. And every time you might have to go back to the precedent check, then come back.
Yeah.
Okay. Rakesh? Rakesh, are you there?
Yeah, Misbah. Misbah,
Yeah.
Misbah, to be very frank, I have not started, but I can give you that by Wednesday max, Wednesday, Thursday, because I have prepared a skeleton, but I have not put that into Excel.
Right. I would say don't rush till Wednesday. You can take 10 days also, no problem. But make sure when you're doing like risk, it should be very good quality.
Done,
We
done.
can finish in 1 hour also risk, and we can spend 1 day also.
Yeah, definitely.
It should be exactly for our business. Live in that role. Assume that you are the owner of Ressett. You are the CEO of the business. Leave that role. If you are living that role, things will become very easy. Trust me. Even when you're answering, no, automatic, you'll get answers. Your subconscious mind will give you thoughts because you are being into that person. Most of the time, students do the mistake. They think like an outsider. But if you leave this role, automatically, things will become easier and more clearer. Or we can say we'll move from theoretical to practical. It's just like how you suggest someone if they have money and if it is our own money. People will go, miles and miles to save $1. But if it's somebody else, they'll say, okay, you can, buy from it, it's convenient. That is normal because our subconscious doesn't use a lot of efforts when it is for somebody else. But when if it is to ourselves, we can go to a mind. So always take this as a first person. Mascarenus?
Yeah, I started actually, but couldn't complete. I need some more time. Yeah, some more days actually.
Are you having any problem while completing, any one of you? Any confusion? Is it any confusion any one of you are facing, like stakeholder, risk, putting SWOT? No?
On my part, I cannot say yes. And it's only because of the time constraint, actually. So, but I'm thinking so far everything is clear. If I need assistance, I think I can contact you also separately.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So I'm available separately also on WhatsApp, or you can put on our group. To be honest, this is one of the easiest pre-scene. So, you guys can easily score good marks. Easily means if you do all of this, we are trying to be as smart as possible. We are not limiting just to, theoretical part. Everything we are being applied. So tomorrow we'll be starting with F2. And we'll do question I wanted to do today, but it took again time. So maybe tomorrow or on Sunday, at least in one session, I'll show you the structuring, how to do the structure. And also we'll discuss the F2 part. But make sure you spend time on this analysis. And once we do F2, maybe your financial analysis will also improve. So things are going side by side. Yes, Marshall.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, like, for example, if a question is to come on risk and maybe risk mitigation strategies, okay, is it okay not to present like in essay form and then like you can tabulate, you put the risk and then you can put like the impact, the mitigation measure, something like that. Is it okay to tabulate, let's say in the exam?
I mean, it's the personal file. I have just given you as an example. You can write in whichever way it's comfortable for you. So this will be the document you'll be revising. I'm assuming that when you put something in Excel, it's like everything in your brain. This is what you 100% remember or 99% remember.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
lot
but
of people will come and go.
yeah, I mean, for the purpose of answering, responding to questions, you're saying you put a heading and then like the explanation beneath. And then in some cases, maybe you may need to like to put side by side, like this is the risky, this is the mitigation, maybe mitigation like factor, okay, and then you can put like in the form of in tabular form when you're presenting the answer. Is it acceptable? Like when you're responding in the exam.
You are saying in the exam?
Yeah, in the exam, yes. Or we still need to maintain this. We put heading. We explain like the
No,
risk.
in exam, I would say not a risk. Just go with the structure. I'll show you in tomorrow, day after. We'll do that with the structure.
Oh, okay, it's fine. Thank
In
you.
exam, don't risk it. In this file, you do whatever you want.
Okay, yeah, but this one is only for just
Our
for
understanding.
quick our understanding and quick feasibility, no?
Yes, and in exam, what we are using is suggested by the CIMA marker themselves. It's official suggestion. Why to risk it? We should make a life easier for the reader. No need to confuse them.
Okay.
All right. So, thank you. Any question? So tomorrow we are connecting same time like usual, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
The same. Thanks. Have a good
Okay.
day.